What's up, guys? Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm watching a few different stocks: VKTX, ROKU, Etsy, TLGT. I'll go ahead and put my watch list in the chat and then go over the specific stocks I'm actually looking in.
What's up, guys? Good morning.
Whoa. Yeah, Weeble's a cool app, man. I've been using it every morning. Like, if you hear me go over my news on stream, I usually use Weeble for the news. Alright, so yeah, you can see TLGT's moving decent. It's gapping up from 327 all the way to 383. You can see VKTX is gapping up some from 1116 to 1140 as well. Had a really big day yesterday. ROKU gapping up from 43.43 to 44.29. Small gap relative to the price of the stock, but it's a pretty big move. A big gap is ETSY. You can see Etsy is up a ton. It's up from 32.99 all the way to 38.52. So that one looks good as well. Another one that I don't think I can trade, but that's moving really nice this morning, is IFON. You can see IFON here, gapping up from 355 to 440. I don't think I can trade this one if I can remember correctly. I don't think it's tradable on TradeNet. Oh, sorry guys, here. I forgot to press transition. Yeah, I'm on my Asus laptop, and so it's not good. But yeah, like I said, I'm watching IFON. Off of which one, Randy? Strategic name change, huh, Randy? Oh, that's funny. Alright, but yeah, there's my watch list. Let's see if I can actually trade any of these. This week hasn't been the best for trading some of these cheaper stocks. ROKU is tradable. ETSY is tradable. TLGT is not. I don't think IFON is either. IFON is not either. I think VKTX is. What else? GLMD. I'm watching AXON today as well. This one had a really nice VWAP bounce yesterday going long. It's been dropping in the last few days. Gonna watch it, see what AXON can do here. GLMD, man, what a crazy drop yesterday. Okay, so GLMD is tradable as well, so that's good. CNET. Yeah, CNET looks okay. I want to see it move a little bit more. It didn't have that much volume yesterday, but I'd like to see it move a little bit more, see if it can start to kind of move. I can trade it too, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Also watching SEII, which had a decent run yesterday. That one's tradable too. And so yeah, that's basically it this morning. Not too many I like, really. Probably gonna watch VKTX closely. It's been moving decent. You know, the two biggest ones that I like the most are the ones I can't trade, which are IFON and TLGT. Unfortunately, those are not tradable on TradeNet. What's up, Heath? Cool holdings, huh? Cool holdings, huh, man? Wow. What a great name, you know? You're in on an ARLZ swing, 7. Let's look at ARLZ. Alright, buddy. Hey, bud. Hey, can you go play over there? Thank you. Can't pronounce it. ARLZ, 46.20 stock. It moved a decent amount yesterday, so we'll see what this one does today. SPI must have a catalyst. Oh yeah, I'm tired, for sure. Hey, no, don't do that. Here, go play over there. You gotta stay quiet when you're around me over here, bud. Alright? I'm gonna take that car away if you don't listen. Yeah, no, they did add GLMD. You'll see a lot of times TradeNet will, add stocks that weren't previously tradable.
Platform. And we look forward to welcoming.
I'm so sorry.
Man, my phone Twitch went off in my pocket. Yeah, I wish I had a smoothie 7. Why don't you send me one, bro? But yeah, so really, I'm looking at Etsy maybe for a short. It's up almost to $40 at this point. You can see Etsy gapping up from $32.99, basically 33 to 40. ROKU is an okay gap as well. So these are probably my 3 main watches. They're a little bit more expensive of stocks, but they're the ones that I think I have the best chance of getting in a good move at, which are GLMD, VKTX, ROKU, and ETSY. None of the really cheap penny stocks that are tradable and are really moving. And so, what's up, Skynet? Germany, Brazil, huh? Thoughts on UUU? Yeah, we'll see what UUU can do. No volume yesterday, so that's the only thing that's a little concerning about it, is that there wasn't really much volume. Let's look up the news on some of these stocks to see exactly why they're moving. Alright, so the first one I'm really looking up this morning is ROKU. And ROKU Alright, so it looks like ROKU had good profit outlook. They had earnings come out, but they reported it on May 9th, which was a little bit over a month ago. They reported it for the first quarter ending in March 31st. Buddy, listen. Hey, bud. I know. Listen, we'll find it in a little while, but not right now. Daddy's got to work right now, okay? Okay, I know, but you're going to have to wait. There he goes on about his car again. Alright, so anyways, it sounds like Roku has good earnings today. We'll see what this one can do. Another one, the bigger mover that I'm really watching is Etsy. Etsy is kind of like a crafts eBay. It's like an eBay where you sell crafts online. If you've never heard of Etsy. And the reason it's up is because it introduced new tools and packages for sellers, and also revised the transaction fee structure. I hate it when a seller does that, but it probably will bring them in more profit. So they basically revised the transaction costs if you're going to sell on Etsy. Apparently there's a new optional monthly plan that starts to roll out next month. So yeah, they basically changed the seller packages to where you don't have to. There's a certain option or seller package if you're a bigger seller, and so I think the sellers are more happy about that, and maybe they'll get some more sellers. And basically the company's outlook is looking good after it dropped that. Yeah, VKTX is up as well. Good morning, Sean. Let's look to see if GLMD had any news. Yeah, GLMD had some stuff come out yesterday, but that's it. I can't remember exactly what came out yesterday on GLMD. I think it was... It's still up on yesterday's news after it rebounded. So this is a really interesting area right here on GLMD, this 1888 level. And so that's really something I'm watching with GLMD right here, is this high of yesterday. If it can break over this high and hold that area as support, it looks interesting, but it may get rejected there as well. You could also potentially set a risk here at 1850. So going to watch those two kind of areas on GLMD. VKTX is up as usual. The ones I really want to look at are TLGY, I think. Let me see exactly what it was. Maybe it wasn't TLGY. It was TLGT. You can see these are really nice gaps. I can't trade these, unfortunately, but the gaps look decent. And TLGT is up because it received an FDA. So TLGT is up on FDA approval. So they disclosed late yesterday that the FDA approved its new drug application for the anti-inflammatory ointment defloresone. And so FDA approval for TLGT, and it's showing it in pre-market. It's up to $3.79 now. We'll see what it does at the open as well. Another one is IFON. I think a few people were talking about this. This one's up because it changed its name, which is ridiculous, but maybe it'd be a good short. We'll see. Yeah, it didn't say just a name change. It said it was a quote-unquote shift and diversification of their strategy, which is basically a name change. They said it was focusing on its continuing expansion of the Apple partnership they have. Yeah, they also announced the strategic name change to Cool Holdings. And so this seems like very much like a fluff piece. We'll see what happens with them, but I'm not super confident in it. What's up, Power Zone? Randy, Chad. What's up, Chad? Did you ever get approval for? Did you ever get your TradeNet login info? Yeah, APTO. I mean, this one went all the way up to 475, and then it dropped all the way back down, almost to where it closed at. So it closed at 4, and it's only 12 cents above that now, after going as high as 75 cents over it. And so we'll see what this one can do. Not super confident in it, but we'll see if it can drop under that 388 support. If it drops under this 388 support, I might consider it for a short, if I can even trade it. Let me see. Which I can't. Man, this week has been bad. I think summer is starting to kick in for stocks that are actually tradable. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that, 7. IHOP changing their name to International House of Breakfast, I'm assuming. But man, you don't change something that works. I love IHOP, but everybody knows that IHOP sells other stuff besides pancakes. I just think it's a dumb move. But yeah, we got some movers. Hopefully I can see a few more that pick up. Yeah, it's been pretty rough, Randy. There's just not that much volume in the market. I just got to make sure I don't force anything. Sogo gapping up some as well. EXPR. DEST is gapping up some. DEST is not tradable either. What about INSY? INSY is a gap up. Let's see if it had enough volume for it to be tradable. Yeah, so INSY is tradable. This is one that's actually gapping up that's tradable. I might keep an eye on INSY as well. So my 5 biggest watches are INSY, ROKU, ETSY, VKTX, and GLMD. TradeNet did fortunately add GLMD after that big move. It was either yesterday or the day before. So they did actually, add it, which is always good to see. So yeah, it's a marketing move. They're going to change it back. Yeah, June's been rough, man. Oh yeah, I know for sure Skynet. I know, for instance, the winter months are usually pretty good around the holidays. That's usually when the stock market has a lot of volume, a lot of big runners. Summer months are usually pretty slow. Yeah, but one thing IHOP needs to realize is that nobody's going to go. Nobody's going, IHOP's always going to be a breakfast place. Even people that go to IHOP past breakfast, they're usually going to eat breakfast later on in the day. Like I like eating breakfast for lunch and breakfast for dinner. And so they need to just, stop trying to focus so much on that. Yeah, Burger King is great. So is Wendy's. Wendy's on Twitter is funny too. Yeah, I also had a lot of people ask me about my watch list videos. Ask me when I'm going to start doing my watch list videos. I'll be back in town. So I'll be back home on Tuesday of next week. And so at that point, I should start doing more watch list videos. I'm on vacation now. I'm actually leaving to head back to Louisiana tomorrow or today. Once the stream ends, I'm leaving to head back to Louisiana, and so I'm staying in Louisiana visiting family for 4 days or so, and then I'm heading back home. So I should be able to start putting out more watch list videos Tuesday of next week. MVIS7. Yeah, I kind of like MVIS. Looks like a higher float stock. Let me see. No, it's not tradable either, man. Yeah, with this volume slowdown we get in these summer months, a lot of stuff isn't tradable on TradeNet, unfortunately. It's the Denham Springs area, Lawrence. Yeah, I mean, even if a guru's pushing Etsy, I think it's a bigger stock. I don't know how much they'll really be able to make it move. Let's look up the float on Etsy just to see. Try to find the float on Etsy, see what it looks like. See how decent it looks. Yeah, the public float on Etsy is 114.39 million. So 114.39 million. And so it's it's not a tiny float. It's not a really large float either. It's kind of in the middle. So we'll see. I mean, this one has the potential to move. Definitely going to be watching it. After that failed long yesterday, I need to just focus on, getting in my setups, shorts, VWAP test shorts, and stuff like that. I don't know how well I do going long. So yeah, these are my 4 biggest watches. We'll see what Roku can do as well. It usually is a pretty decent mover. A really nice washout long yesterday on Roku after it broke over that VWAP, so we'll see. Watching VKTX here. Been watching it for the last few days. Good morning, Eric. Nice, Lawrence. Yeah, I just got back from New Orleans a few weeks ago. We had a wedding there. It was cool. When everybody walked out of the wedding, they actually closed down Canal Street and they did what's called second handing. It was really fun. We stayed at the Roosevelt in New Orleans. It was cool. I'm just using the VWAP, Joshua. I don't really use EMAs too much. I just like I like the VWAP as my study indicator. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, that's right, Lawrence. Sorry, I got that wrong. It's called second lining. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun. Yeah, I've heard of the alligator escalator. Alright, so I switched rooms so it's not so loud and I can actually focus a little bit more on trading now. EVLV. EVLV definitely needs some more volume for me to be interested in it. We'll see. But yeah, the market's just been pretty slow lately. Summer months seem to be typically pretty low and slow, so hopefully we get a decent run today and get a few decent options. It's just about having that patience right now to take it slow. Watching Etsy, maybe going to consider a short, especially if it breaks under that VWAP. May consider a short on Etsy. And so we'll see what happens with it. Keep an eye on VKTX as well. TPIV. TPIV looks okay. A really nice gap up, but the volume's just not really there. So yeah, TradeNet did actually add GLMD, so that was good to see. We'll see if it can break this high right here at 1188. That was the high of the day yesterday. It also has another line right here at 1850, and so let me try to find where the next support and resistance area is. The next one would be here, so risk reward for this one would be decent. So this might be a good risk reward trade. Let's see, it may run into it right here. Yeah, no, that's good. 1, 2. Yeah, that might be a decent risk reward trade. So you could effectively set your risk here. Your risk could be here from 1885 to 1851, but it might get rejected at 19. That's the problem with that one. So still looking. Joshua, I can't see if you gave me a donation. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I also wanted to mention that today. If anybody's given me a donation or subscribed, since I'm out of town on vacation on my gaming laptop, I don't have Streamlabs set up very well. So let me check. So if you've given me a donation or a super chat and I haven't been able to see it in the... Okay, so I did get your $10 donation. Give me a second. The stream just cut out. Skynet. Yeah, I like Fortnite, man. Sorry about that, guys. The stream just came out. Hey, Joshua, if you gave me that $10 donation today, man, I really appreciate it. That's awesome, bro. I really appreciate that. That's cool. So yeah, man, if you're the one that gave me that $10 donation, bro, I got today, I really appreciate it. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's a gaming Asus laptop. It's a few years old, but it gets the job done. Good morning, outsiders. ORCL. Yeah, ORCL looks interesting for a short under 46.91 at these lows here. Thanks, man. That's awesome, bro. That's a big donation, Joshua. So I really appreciate it, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm out of town in Florida. And so my internet is a little sketchy here. I'm actually going back to my hotel, and my hotel actually has surprisingly decent internet. And so let me know if it gets choppy or if it starts to lag or anything like that. I'll try to get a little bit closer to the modem. Yeah, Skynet, you can add me, man. I play Fortnite on Xbox. Yeah, my gamer tag on Xbox is Mr. Pancakes Man. What's up, James? Good morning, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. Today's my last day. I'm actually leaving Florida today after the stream ends. Like right after the stream ends. Trade Zero. So the broker I'm using, you can use. You don't necessarily have to be in the U.S. The broker I'm using is yeah, for sure, Joshua. But no, the broker I'm using is called TradeNet, and you can use it if you're outside of the U.S. If you do want to sign up, I have a 10% off discount link I can give you that'll get you 10% off a package you choose. Make sure you watch my reviews on it first, because there's some things you have to understand. It is CFD trading, and it's also it is CFD trading. And there's also, a lot of times you can't trade penny stocks on there. Some penny stocks are tradable, but some weeks are better than others. And so you want to make sure you understand that if you're thinking about signing up for TradeNet. I try to be as transparent as possible with it. It's not great if you only like trading cheap penny stocks. Sometimes they're tradable, sometimes they're not. I think somebody told me the other day that the stock has to have at least 500,000 shares in volume in the last 3 months, and if it doesn't have that much volume, it's not going to be tradable. All right, here. Yeah, here. There you go. All right, guys, so we got less than 4 minutes until the market opens. Look at this drop on Roku, though. Roku dropping down to 43.67. TNDM maybe. Maybe watch TNDM as well. If you can trade these, the two favorite ones are IFON and TLGT. Maybe it wasn't TLGT. It is TLGT. These are my two favorite ones, although I can't trade them on TradeNet. So Roku having a big drop and then bouncing immediately back there. But I'm keeping an eye on GLMD. It's had a crazy few moves in the last few days, so watching that one closely as well. Good morning, the best. What's up, man? Appreciate it, James. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, so TradeNet New Era is kind of like a prop firm. So like the way it works is you buy a package. So when you pay for a package on TradeNet, it's non-refundable. I paid for the intro package, and with that, I got $14,000 in buying power with a $700 max loss. And so if my account goes under 13,300, they close my account down. And there's a profit split of 70%, 30%. So I keep 70%, they keep 30% of my profits over 14,000. And so if I start making profits and bring my account up to 15,000, for instance, my max loss is effectively 1,700 instead of 700, since I brought my account up over 1,000. And there is a profit split if I do bring it up. So I have a review on them, but you want to make sure you really understand everything about them, that it is CFD trading. I really don't mind CFD trading because that essentially means that I'm getting really good fills. One of my favorite things about TradeNet, because it is CFD trading, is that the fills are almost instant. You'll see when I get in and out of a stock on TradeNet, I get filled basically immediately with a limit order. And so that's the best thing I think about TradeNet is their fills. Commissions are pretty cheap as well. It's 0.006 cents per share, but there's a 150 per trade minimum. And so with 100 and 200 shares, I just go to that 150 minimum. And so it's $3 for a round trip. It's only $3 to get in and out of a trade. And so cheap commissions. Make sure you check out, I have a review on them, so make sure to check that out. I'll try to post the link a little bit later, but the market's about to open up in 10 seconds, guys. So got to get ready for that. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully we can all make some money today. There's the bell. Yeah, NVAX looks interesting. I missed this one as well. And it is tradable, so they did add NVAX here. All right, so I'm watching Etsy here. Etsy's starting to push. No, I mean, cool, yo. I'm in the U.S., so I mean, they allow U.S. citizens to open up accounts with them. At least they allowed me to open up a few accounts with TradeNet. I think you're talking about TradeZero, though. Yeah, I don't think Trade's for U.S. residents. Yeah, but SureTrader, it's not really $10. It's $10 plus ECN fees. So from my experience, it's really around $14, $15 for 500 shares. But then you also have to pay like $150 a month for their platform, and there's a lot of other hidden fees on SureTrader. I like SureTrader, don't get me wrong, but if you have a tiny account and you're really trying to save money, I don't know if they're necessarily the best broker. I really like the DOS platform SureTrader offers. It's one of my favorite trading platforms, though. And I do think SureTrader has really good fills. I think their fills and executions are on point at SureTrader. And so it's just about what works best for you. You know what I mean? Alright, so Roku dropping big here. The level I'm watching is under this 43.16 point. NVAX is dropping pretty strongly here as well. VKTX bouncing over the VWAP here. VKTX pushing up here. Yeah, BIOC, if you like really cheap penny stocks, looks good. Alright, so here's a drop, a break of the low of the day on Etsy. And VKTX breaking over the high of the day with a washout long here. I'm kind of focusing on GLMD here. keeping an eye on it. Maybe look for a bounce back to the VWAP. Try to get in going short. Gonna give it a little bit of time to play out though. Alright, so there goes VKTX after this washout long. It's up to 1150s. See if I can find anything else that's moving really in this market. ENPH maybe. ENPH is starting to wash here. Been washing some, bouncing back to the whole dollar of 6. But yeah, I'm watching Etsy pretty closely here. It's up a ton already. Up from about $33. And so watching it's even crack back down under the VWAP and then maybe bounce back to test it. We'll see GLMD testing the VWAP now as well. We'll see what VKTX does here. Gonna let it calm down a little bit. NAKD. Not really moving much. AG. CTRV. I want to make sure Etsy is in a downward trend before I really decide to get into it, because at this point it could be a washout long if it pushes up and breaks 41.75. Roku starting to bounce back some as well. Maybe that's true, Joshua. I just remember from when I traded on them that ECN fees are at least a few dollars generally, especially if you're using like 500 and 1,000 shares. I remember with 1,000 shares on SureTrader, a round trip would cost me about $16 or $17. And so I don't know. I haven't used them in a few years. Maybe they changed the ECN fees, and I guess it all depends on the stock. But that's what I remember about them. But like I said, I like SureTrader. I love the DOS platform, and I think their fills are excellent, you know. Watching Etsy here. Etsy just cracked the low of the day. Gonna look for a wash in Etsy and then a bounce. Kind of the same thing with ROKU here. Etsy sitting right around that VWAP area. Yeah, DELT's not moving too much. GLMD cracking under these lows as well. Big drop on GLMD after that low of the day break. DEST. Yeah, look at DEST. Good call. I missed this one too. Nice washout long. Crack up to 450. Not tradable. For me at least. GLMD bouncing back. Looking for a bounce in either of these two plays. Roku dropping crazy here. Etsy starting to bounce back. We'll see. I don't trust it. It's just going sideways as of now. Yeah, EGY. Check out EGY here. EGY has been going on a run. It's not tradable either, man. It's been a tough week for TradeNet. EXK trying to bounce back. TRXC. PULM washing some. Watching VKTX here. Want to see a bounce once it hits this low right here at 11.09. See if we can get a bounce at 11. Maybe a good entry for a short. Maybe a bounce up to that VWAP area. So here's VKTX testing the lows. It just cracked it. Sitting at 11 now. Like I said, looking ultimately for a bounce on VKTX. If they change their fee structure, that sounds cool. If I ever switch from TradeNet, I might check it out. Yeah, this was 2 years ago when I was using them. Alright, so here goes Roku bouncing back to the VWAP. I'm paying attention to it as well. I just don't think there's necessarily an entry on VKTX, although it is testing those lows. Etsy bouncing all the way back. This is why I ultimately wanted to wait for this one. So go, Mitch. I'll be right back. I have to go grab my laptop charger, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds, guys. Alright, so I'm back. Watching Roku closely here. Really looking for a short maybe on Roku. Might be too late now. Maybe I should have waited to grab this charger. Also looking at GLMD, kind of for the same thing here. We'll see if VKTX can bounce back. Have a bounce. GLMD bouncing all the way back to the VWAP as well. VKTX, see, there's just no entry with this VKTX pattern unless you got in way up here. Unless you're getting in up here, there's really just not an entry for VKTX that I like, at least. So miss that. Continue to drop nicely here. Lately, VKTX has been bouncing off of the lows a decent amount. Yeah, I might get in Roku with a half size here of like 15 or 20 shares, and then consider adding it if it starts to push up. It's testing the VWAP, see if it could start dropping, testing those lows. I have to go do something for my son real quick. My wife's calling me, so I'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes.